Chosen one, do you feel it? Do you sense the shift, the quiet stirring deep within? In this very moment, something powerful is unfolding, even if you can't see it with your eyes. As you listen to these words, know that the heavens are aligning for you, orchestrating a divine plan that was set into motion long before you knew. Right now, what seemed impossible is about to become a testimony in your life. What you thought was lost is being found again. What you believed was forgotten is being restored by my hand. It's no accident that you're here. It's no coincidence that you're hearing this message now. I have planned this moment just for you, because my love for you never rests, and my spirit never stops seeking you. While others continue their lives unaware, something supernatural is being released in your life at this very moment. Chosen one, this is not a distant dream or some emotional illusion. This is a living, breathing response from my heart to yours. My voice is speaking directly to the deepest parts of your being, healing wounds that no one else has been able to touch, removing the pain you've kept hidden for so long. I know every tear you've cried in silence. I know the fears that haunt your nights, the weariness that fills your soul, and the prayers you once thought went unanswered. But I want you to know that not one of those words was ever wasted. No sigh, no plea was ignored. I heard each one, not just with my ears, but with my heart, because I am your Father, and I have never stopped watching over you. You've walked through long deserts, through seasons of silence when you felt abandoned. But even though you couldn't feel it, I was with you. Even though you couldn't see me, I was holding you. And now I have decided to speak to you clearly. This is not to scare you, but to awaken you. It's the touch of my spirit coming to shake you before it's too late. It's the voice you once heard clearly, but which faded away because of the world's noise, worries, and pain. Yet still, here I am seeking you again, because even if everyone else may have walked away, I have never let you go. Today you paused, maybe out of curiosity, maybe out of need, but I know deep down your soul is thirsty. I know that inside you're hurting, crying out without words. Sometimes you carry so much, and you don't know how to ask for help, because you've always been the one to hold others up. But who has held you? It's always been me. When no one saw, I was there. When you wanted to give up, I was the one who gave you the strength to keep going, even for one more day. And now I come urgently to speak to you. Don't turn away. Don't miss this moment. The world will try to drown out my voice, to distract you, to keep you running in circles. But I've stopped everything to reach you. There is still time. You can still hear me, but you must listen carefully. This is not just another message. This is not something small. This is the last call for many. It's the bell ringing before everything changes. It's the final warning. And once it's over, you won't be able to stop what's coming. I don't speak to entertain you. I speak to transform you. I speak to save you. I speak to light the fire the world tried to put out. Stay with me until the end of this message. Don't turn away. Don't look somewhere else. Because if you open your heart and listen, you will experience something new, something you've never known before. What the enemy tried to destroy, I am restoring. What looked like the end will soon be the beginning of something new. But you have a choice. Keep going as you are, or surrender to what my Holy Spirit wants to do. This is your moment. Don't let it slip by. Don't try to figure it out with your mind, what can only be understood by faith. What I am doing in your life cannot be explained by human logic, nor can it be measured by this world's standards. What I've started in you is greater than any diagnosis, deeper than any analysis, and stronger than anything anyone has told you. What I've done in your life, no expert could explain. not even the most experienced doctors, or those who deal with the hardest cases. I chose you not because of your strength, not because of what you know, but because of your heart. Even though it's been hurt, it still beats with hope. Though the world may have let you down, you continue to believe. And to those who believe, I show my glory. Today, I have set you apart to be a living example of my power and the wonders it still brings. This isn't just a story from the past. It's not something that only happened to other people. It's happening with you right now. In this moment, you will breathe differently. You will find peace in your sleep, not because your circumstances have changed, but because I am your peace. That worry you carry for those you love, that anxiety that keeps you awake at night, that weight that has become a part of you, I have taken it all into my hands. And hear me clearly, I don't fail. I've never lost a battle, and I won't start with you. That problem that seemed impossible, that dark place where you thought there would be no hope, will soon become the path you walked to your greatest spiritual breakthrough. Because everything the enemy used to try and tear you down, I will use it to lift you up. I didn't bring you this far to leave you behind. I brought you this far to heal you. I am not just working on the surface. I am not here to simply fix what's visible. I am rebuilding what time, disappointments, and pain have broken inside of you. I am reaching into the deepest parts of your soul where no one else has been able to reach. Where you've hidden your doubts, your fears, your wounds, I am there, sweeping away the dust, breathing life into what you thought was dead. You've become used to living in the shadow of your fears, always the strong one for others, always offering encouragement. But deep inside you know how fragile you are, how close you sometimes are to breaking you. You remember when you thought, I can't go on. I was there, not watching from a distance. I was your refuge. I was that quiet strength holding you up when everything else said you would fall. I was that soft voice that eased your anxiety when the world only gave you noise. I was that invisible embrace that gave you comfort when no one else truly understood you. And today, the one who created you, the one who knows every cell in your body, every thought before you even think it, comes to tell you that I am bringing a new season. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect. You don't need to be strong enough. Start now, not tomorrow, not when you see the miracle. Start right now, because the miracle doesn't begin when you see it, but when you believe it, and you've already believed. Even through fear, even with doubts, but you've believed, and that is enough. I'm not waiting for you to fix yourself. I don't want you to hide your pain behind a smile anymore. I want you to come just as you are, because I love you with an everlasting love. I have been with you in times of plenty and in moments of lack, and now I am opening a new path for you, one that won't always be easy, but will be secure, because I will walk alongside you. This is my final call, not because I am tired of speaking to you, but because time is short and my heart longs to see you free. Don't look back. Don't stop halfway. I am here. Listen to me. Follow me. Trust me. Because if you take this step with me, you will never be the same. I have seen everything you've gone through, even the things you couldn't understand or explain. I know the moments when your soul wanted to scream, but found only silence. I saw every attempt you made to move forward when you had no strength left. I watched how the shadows of uncertainty surrounded you, how you struggled with hard decisions that tore you apart inside. None of it was in vain. You didn't go through it by accident. Every step, every sleepless night, every tear that soaked your pillow has an eternal purpose. And now is the moment to reveal it. A lot of what has happened made you believe it was punishment, an unnecessary loss. Were a moment where I had forgotten you, but you were never forgotten, not even for a second. Even in your hardest moments, I was at work with perfect precision, making a way where all you could see were obstacles. I allowed certain things not to destroy you, but to shape you. What you thought was a wound was actually preparing you. What you believed was abandonment was really my protection over you. And though you didn't understand it, I was working in ways that your eyes couldn't see and your mind couldn't understand. There are things you won't be able to solve with logic, not because you can't, but because what's happening in your life is from a higher place. Don't try to use reason to understand what only faith can explain. I am doing something new, something that doesn't follow the patterns, you know? I don't repeat formulas. I am not bound by what you've seen before. I make all things new. And if you feel me now, it's because I am breathing life into areas you thought were dead. I'm touching your story from its roots, not just to change the path, but to redeem the past. From this day on, you will start to feel that the weight you once carried is no longer there. You will breathe differently. Not because your problems have gone, but because I am placing a peace within you that doesn't rely on your circumstances. A peace that the world can't give and that pain can't take away. The sleepless nights that followed you for so long will start to fade. Not because you figured it out, but because I am your rest. Your nights will no longer be ruled by fear, but by rest. I am pushing out anxiety, taking away that worry you had for those you love, that silent weight about the future, and the insecurities about your health and your next steps. All of it is now in my hands, and in my hands, there is no failure, no mistake, no uncertainty, and no risk of loss. I am before you and behind you, protecting what you can't control. There were times you wanted to carry everything on your own, not wanting to burden anyone, not wanting to show weakness, but your burden was never meant to be carried by you alone. That's why it became so heavy. I didn't come to criticize your weaknesses. I came to take on what you can no longer handle. A situation that felt stuck, that problem that turned into a wall you couldn't break, will soon become the bridge to your greatest spiritual growth. Because there are battles I allowed not to punish you, but to prepare you for what I am about to give you. This is not about returning to what you once had. It's about stepping into something completely new. I am opening a new season for you, a time unlike anything you've experienced before, and it's not based on what you've earned, but on my faithfulness. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm not interested in religious appearances or flawless behavior. What matters to me is a willing heart. Even in your weakness, I see beauty. Even when you think you are broken, I see a vessel ready to carry my glory. I haven't sought the strong, but those who allow themselves to be shaped. I haven't sought the wise, but those who recognize that they need me. That's why my presence is coming to you now. Because inside of you, there's a spark, maybe small, but real, that shows me you still long for something more than what the world can offer. I am undoing the patterns the enemy has tried to plant in your mind, the words that hurt you, the failures that marked you, the betrayals that made you feel insecure. I am removing all of it. I am creating space within you, clearing the ground to plant seeds that will last forever. And even if you don't see the fruit right away, trust me, I am working with love, purpose, and perfect care. Time is short, not to cause fear, but because I want you to live with purpose for the eternal. I want each day to matter. I want you to walk with intention, not wasting your life trying to please a system that can never fulfill you. Only I can do that, and I am doing it now. Don't wait for signs from the outside. The greatest sign is already happening inside you. From the very start, every detail of your life had been under my watch. Before you took your first breath, before anyone even spoke your name, I had already marked you with purpose. Nothing you've gone through has caught me off guard. The falls, the mistakes, the paths that seemed wrong, even those I have woven into a bigger story where my grace not only covers your past, but guides your future. There are moments that have left invisible marks on your soul, wounds that can't be seen, but have shaped how you view life, how you see others, and even how you see me. And I want to speak to you about that now, because I didn't come to give you shallow comfort, but to enter the hidden places you haven't even wanted to face yourself. What you pushed away, what you decided to forget to move forward, is still there, but I don't overlook it. I didn't come to dig up your pain just to expose it, but to heal it with power, so it no longer controls your choices, shapes your present, or limits your future. You've tried to be strong, and I know you've become very good at it. You've found ways to keep from breaking. You've taught yourself to handle more than most would be able to carry. But true rest doesn't come from resisting. It comes from surrendering at the right moment. I'm not talking about surrendering to life or the hardships you face. I'm talking about surrendering to me, to my control, to my wisdom, to my perfect timing. Surrender isn't weakness when the one you surrender to is the creator of all things. That's where true freedom begins. I started breaking chains that weren't on your hands or feet, but in your mind. Chains that kept you from seeing the world as it truly is, that stopped you from expecting good things, that made it hard to trust again. Many of your fears come from past experiences, from betrayals, from rejections, from doors that closed when you needed an escape the most. But listen closely. I am not like those who have failed you. I do not change, I do not lie, and I do not make promises I will not keep. When I speak, my word is backed by eternal power, and there is something I want to show you now. You are not being called by chance or coincidence. You are being called because I have placed something inside you that is needed for this moment. It doesn't matter if you think you're not ready. I have never called those who are already qualified. I equip those I call. What you see as limitations, I use as a tool. What you think are flaws, I turn into signs of my strength. Because if everything depended on your own power, your story would be ordinary. But by using your weaknesses, I write a testimony that only heaven can explain. Many people around you may not understand what's happening.
Even you may feel confused at times, because my actions do not follow human reasoning. Sometimes I will shake things up to wake you up. Sometimes I will move you out of places where you can no longer grow, and it will feel uncomfortable. But everything that comes from me, though painful at first, leads to life. I do not build on weak foundations. If I've started removing things, people, habits, with thoughts, it's because I am preparing to build something even greater. My glory does not rest in shallow places. It dwells where there is depth, where there is surrender. Many have sought my presence just to get blessings, but I do not want to be a tool. I want to be your everything. I am not just a means to an end. I am the beginning and the end.
I want to be the center from which everything else flows. Your relationships, your choices, your sense of self, your purpose. Because when I am the foundation, nothing you build will be destroyed by the storms. Winds may blow, the ground you may shake, but if you are grounded in me, you will never be knocked down. I have protected you even from things you couldn't see. I have blocked plans against you without you even knowing. I have built invisible walls of protection around you. And many times you thought the way was closing as a punishment, when in truth it was my hand guiding you away from disaster. I don't always explain everything I do, because if I told you everything right away, you would miss the chance to walk by faith. There are lessons only faith can teach. That's why I speak to you with urgency today, because the times ahead will require you to be spiritually awake. You won't be able to go forward with shallow faith. It won't be enough to just repeat what others say. You will have to know me for yourself, not through what you've inherited, but through a living experience. I am revealing myself to you in a completely new way, and when my words truly enter your spirit, nothing in your life will ever be the same again. Over time, I've been sending signs. Not huge lights or visible wonders, but small interruptions in your day.
gentle movements inside of you, sudden pauses you couldn't explain.
These were the moments when the atmosphere shifted, when something deep inside you stirred for no clear reason, when your routine was briefly interrupted and your soul felt a whisper that didn't come from the outside. You didn't fully understand it, but you knew something different was happening. It was my voice calling you in a quiet, patient, but firm way. Because I don't always speak in loud noises. Sometimes I show up like a gentle breeze touching the deep part of you, not just the surface. Those interruptions were not random. Each one was an invitation, a doorway to something eternal. But the noise, the rush of your days, the responsibilities weighing on you, and the emotional burdens you carry in silence often drowned out that voice. And I don't judge you for it.
I know how heavy the world around you feels, how many demands are placed on you, asking more than you can give. How often you had to act with strength you don't always have just to hold up those who depend on you. Still, I keep calling you. Not because I need you, but because you need me more than you realize. You weren't made to live without my presence. I didn't create your spirit to be fed by temporary things. The reason your weariness doesn't go away, why the emptiness remains despite achievements or how things may look, is because nothing can fill the space that belongs to me. You've tried to fill it with relationships, goals, activities, but nothing has fully satisfied you because I am the only one who can fill the eternal part of you. Everything else is temporary.
All the world has to offer will fade, change, and wear out. But what I offer lasts forever. It has no expiration. It's not affected by outside circumstances. It doesn't depend on your mood. It's steady, firm, and secure. What I offer is my presence. Not just something, but someone, myself, living in you. Not as a theory or a tradition you've inherited, but as a real and living presence that changes everything from the inside out. Right now, you are at the edge of a decision that is too important to take lightly. It's not about a fleeting feeling or a quick reaction. It's about a deep, lasting change, a full return to the purpose I created for you. Inside you are seeds waiting to grow, potential yet to be awakened, not because you are incapable, but because they need my touch to come alive.
What I've placed in you is waiting for my command to begin. But for that to happen, you have to leave behind old ways of thinking, old defenses you built up, but which have now become prisons. Fear, guilt, the belief that you're not enough, the voices that made you feel like you failed too much to ever come back. These things have to go. All of this has been part of a strategy to keep you away from your true calling. But no condemnation can stand against my grace. No mistake is bigger than my ability to restore. I didn't come to remind you of your failures. I came to remind you of who you are in my plan. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are the image of my eternal purpose. I don't work on a whim. When I created you, I did it with a clear purpose. And that purpose still stands today, even though you strayed far, even though there are things you don't understand, even though you sometimes doubt. I still believe in what I placed inside you. You are being prepared, even when you don't see it, for something greater than where you are now. I'm not talking about fame, recognition, or status. I'm talking about making an eternal difference, about fruit that lasts, about lives that will be touched by your willingness to follow me. That's why I'm speaking to you now, because it's no longer just about you. There are others waiting for the change in you. There are people who will find healing when you step into what I have for you. Every step you take in obedience will clear the way for others.
Every part of you that you give up to me will become a channel for life to flow through. This is where excuses end and conviction begins. You can't keep walking with one foot for my purpose and the other in your fears. You can't keep feeding what is draining you. It's time to break free from habits that are holding you down,
from thoughts that don't come from me, from the stories others told you about yourself that you've accepted as truth. My word is the only one that defines who you are, and that word has never changed. Even though others may have forgotten you, I have not erased your name from my plan. This is the season when I begin to bring everything into alignment. The right people, the right opportunities, doors that will open not by your effort, but by my favor.
But I will also close what seems good but does not bear fruit. I didn't come to give you just what you want, but to give you what you need to fulfill your purpose. And sometimes that means letting go of what seemed easy and comfortable in order to gain what will last forever. There has been a voice that has tried to keep you silent for a long time. It doesn't come from outside, but from deep within you. It's quiet, yet persistent. It's the voice that makes you doubt, even when everything seems fine. The one that tells you you're not worthy, not capable, not ready. A voice didn't come from me. It was never my plan for you to walk under the weight of insecurity, or to see your life through the lens of limitation. That voice was born from pain, from disappointments, from moments when you hoped for something that never came, from dreams that seemed certain but slipped away. But today I've come to silence everything that has taken away your courage to believe again. Because there are things you can only regain when you dare to trust. That voice was born from pain, from disappointments, from moments when you hoped for something that never came, from dreams that seemed certain but slipped away. But today I've come to silence everything that has taken away your courage to believe again. Because there are things you can only regain when you dare to trust. They're safe in their parents' arms. That's what I am asking of you now, to trust beyond what you see, beyond what you feel, beyond what you understand. Many have spent their lives stuck in a meaningless routine, following external responsibilities with no time to listen to the eternal. And without realizing it, you too have fallen into that rhythm, doing what's expected, meeting the necessary demands. But inside there's a longing that no task can fill. That hunger cannot be satisfied by achievements, recognition, or even human companionship. That hunger can only be filled when you're in the place I prepared for you before time began. And that place isn't physical, it's spiritual. It's the position in my will. It's when you're doing what you were created to do. Do you realize what is happening right now? As you hear these words, the unseen is beginning to take shape around you. You can't see it with your natural eyes, but in the spiritual world, something powerful is unfolding. I am turning what seemed impossible into a testimony. What you thought was lost is being redeemed, and what you believed was forgotten by heaven is now being restored by my hand. You're not here by chance. It's no accident that you're hearing this today. I've set aside this moment for you, because my love never rests, and my spirit never grows tired of seeking you. Right now, while many go on with their lives as though nothing is happening, something supernatural is being released over yours. This is not just a distant hope or an emotional illusion. This is a real living response. It's my voice reaching the deepest part of your heart, touching wounds that no one else could heal, lifting away layers of pain you've carried for years. I know every tear you've cried in secret. I understand the fear that surrounds you at night, the tiredness in your soul, and the prayers you thought went unheard. But I want you to know, none of those words were lost. Not a single sigh was ignored. I heard everyone, not with my ears, but with my heart, because I am your father, and I've never stopped watching over you. You've walked through long deserts. You've been in seasons of silence, where you thought I had abandoned you. But even when you didn't feel me, I was there. Even when you couldn't see me, I was holding you. Now, I am determined to speak to you clearly.